Good evening everybody, and once again welcome back to the hands-on lab. In this particular video I'd love to show you how to leverage EMR 8.0 with Iceberg 1.10 with Spark 4.0 with Amazon S3 table buckets. This all is very new and it's recently announced on reInvent. So in this particular video I would love to show you a hands-on lab on how you can leverage all the upcoming new things, right? So let's get started. So in this video I'm not going to do the step function. I'm going to keep it simple. Maybe the part 2 I'll do that, but for this video I want to show you how to leverage the EMR serverless with Amazon S3 table buckets using Iceberg v3 reading writing variant into that. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. All right, step 1, we need an EMR serverless cluster. Okay, so let's go to AWS console in the US West 2. I'm in the Oregon, and let's click on manage application. Over here, click on create cluster, and let's name this cluster as Big Data EMR cluster. Then from the drop down, ensure you select Spark 8.0, which says preview, okay? And then scroll all the way on the bottom section and click on create application. I've already done that. I do have a demo cluster, and as you can see, that's in the started state. All right, you have the EMR serverless cluster. Now it's time that we're gonna prepare the job. Before the job, we need the jar file. So I'm gonna cover which particular jar, package name, and the version will work. This is the most important, trust me. Okay, so let's share my screen. Again, so here you can see I do need an Iceberg Spark runtime jar, a version 4.0. Okay, and the Iceberg version is 1.10.0. Again, these versions are very important. Okay, so they have to match, right? Is all I'm saying. You have to use all latest version, right? The next one is going to be the S3 table for Iceberg. You will use the version 0.1.8. The next one is going to be Hadoop AWS package. You will use the version 3.3.4. After that, AWS Java SDK bundle, the version that I was using is 1.22.661. Then you're going to be using the caffeine jar file. The version that I'm using is 3.1.8. And last but not the least is at the common configuration jar. I'm using the version 2.11.0. Of course, you can download all of these from Maven and then make sure you upload them on S3. I have already done that. Okay. And now let me walk you over the configuration of the job. Okay. Pretty standard, nothing really changed. The only change you would need is this one right here if you have been using S3 tables. So spark.sql.catalog.s3 table bucket.format-version. You need to set that to 3. So this allows, or this tells it, hey, I'm gonna be using Iceberg version 3. I am doing this in the US West 2, so that's the region, and this is my table bucket on, or also called as the warehouse, right? With that, now let me walk you over the job file. Okay, so let's go over the job.py. Again, this is the most naive and the most simple hello world job. Here again, the goal is to show you the configuration and the setup, not to show you the job in general, right? So very simple. I have an ID and a property. Property is a variant data type, as you can see. And then all I do is I show you how to insert some data into it. Parse JSON is a function in Spark 4.0 which converts a string JSON to a variant type. And then of course you can query the variant field by using the variant get operator. Variant get operator takes the field name, which is the property, the path. In this case, $.name means that I am looking for a field called name, in which may be a top level field. And then I'm suspecting the type is gonna be a string for that. So very simple hello world shows you how to do a variant query. Okay. Now let's see this in action. So I'm gonna upload this job on S3. Okay. So my file is uploaded on S3. I already have the jar. Again, these jar package name and version will be there on my blog. And then the catalog and everything is set up correctly. And now let's take a look at that. So I'm gonna set that over here. And now I'm going to submit the job. So let me see here. So here I have the application ID as an environment variable. So if you see my screen over here, that's the application ID. And if you go to EMR serverless, that's the application ID over here. Okay, so just wanted to point that out. Now let's submit the job, right? So I will submit the job. It's super simple, right? And here you can see I got the on and I got the job ID, which starts with VG0N. So I go to my cluster now. And I refresh, and here you can see I can see my job, which is in the pending state, as you can see over here. Now let me pause the video, and once the job is completed or running, I'll resume the video and share the logs with you. Just resuming the video, as you can see the same job is now in the running state. Once this job is complete, I'll show you the logs and then we'll conclude the video. Alright, my job is finally complete. As you can see, this green success looks great. Now let's take a look at the logs. So I'm going to click on logs. So now I can actually click on STD out and I should see my logs here. Hey, look at that. So the table was created. We were able to insert the variant data and we were also able to read the variant data over here. Absolutely fantastic. You have successfully learned how to use the new EMR serverless 8.0, Spark 4.0, read and write into variant on Amazon S3 table buckets. A complete hands-on guide. So the code, the jar, everything that you probably want would be there on the GitHub or Medium. So hopefully that will help you out. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I'll see you in the upcoming next video.